Aries, welcome back. I can hardly believe that it's been a little over a month since I read for you last. Yeah, um, Not a lot of new things to report on the tarot front. I will warn you. You're the first out of the gate today, so I might be a tad bit rusty. Um, Still no mic, but I didn't get any complaints after using my headphones when I read the last set. So I'm just gonna keep doing that until. So welcome back, Aries. I hope the past month and a bit has been treating you well. And I'm super excited to read for you today and see what comes out. Um, so first out of the gate, we've got the Strength card and the Three of Wands. Oh, how I do love to see this card. We've got some Leo energy happening there with Ace of Swords on the bottom. Um, I'm just getting the sense right off the bat that you've been patiently waiting for something to come to fruition. I think you've taken everything in you to muster a really delicate balance between um, strength and grace. I'm getting, okay. Um, it's it's not been easy, but you make it look easy. Like on the outside, I think people see you doing things with ease, or you look graceful and stuff like that, but I'm just intuitively getting the sense that it hasn't been easy for you. And I'm hearing somebody congratulate you on making it this far and kind of making it through it. It's interesting. You have this sense of optimism within you. There's this sense almost like you refuse to believe that things aren't going to get better. Like you always kind of keep your head held high and look out and kind of wait, um, for that ship to come in, that next adventure. Um, yeah, so there's not a lot that holds you back. What's the main theme? What's the main theme of this? Is this love or work or friendship, or what are you waiting for? I feel like you're waiting for clarity, honestly. Like there's this card to me always symbolizes kind of being absolutely fettered. So again, even though this is going on inside your mind, this kind of whether something's haunting you or there's just a million ideas going on in your mind, and just being very distractible and your attention being drawn in 20 different places sort of thing. Again, I think what people see on the outside is this cool calm demeanor and like you've got it all under control. So that theme is coming through yet again, but I think you're eagerly awaiting for, you're hopeful for a time when things can kind of settle down and you're not feeling this kind of chaos in your mind is what I'm getting here. Yeah, you've definitely been working hard. And, anytime the Eight of Pentacles comes out, this indicates that, um, especially in this card, I'm getting a sense that you've been struggling to balance work, to balance kind of you time. And it almost seems like things come at you 100 miles an hour is a feeling that I'm getting. And you're kind of looking at this candle in a way that kind of looks like, how much longer is this going to go on for? Because I'm running out of steam, sort of thing. Okay. How much longer can I do this for is another thing that I'm hearing. So it sounds like it's been a very trying time for you. That's good news. Awesome. Okay, so we've got the World card coming out next and the Hanged Man. So this shifts more into upcoming energy. And for two major arcanas to come out, that's pretty cool. The World is the culmination of all of this. Okay, this is finally things coming full circle and a new cycle beginning. Just when you thought like you couldn't hold on any longer, sort of thing, life gets a little more peaceful, a little bit more calm. This will give you time to rest and kind of hang back for a bit. and just kind of catch your breath, I'm getting, and think about the possibilities and think about what it is that you really do want for the future. So it seems like at some point here fairly soon, you're going to have some breathing space, some time just to sit and reflect and to receive some illumination. I'm getting to about the mysteries of life. So it can mean different things for people, but um, it just feels a lot less chaotic, a lot more organized, and solitary. Uh, I don't know, some of you might have some form of like ADHD or something like that. I'm just picking up on that because this person's hanging upside down. So I've never gotten that from this card before, but it's almost like this sense of you can't hold still, like you're always on the go. So even if you don't have, like a diagnosed condition, this could be just you're the type of person that has a hard time sitting still. Um, because this woman here, she slipped upside down, and she's grabbing on her ankle, and so it's this need to constantly be moving or fidgeting or something like that as well. Okay. Well, what does the future hold after the completion of this cycle? What sort of things does Aries have to look forward to? I feel like you're looking for love. What sort of things does Aries have to look forward to? With the Queen of Swords here, again, I'm getting more clarity, like you're looking to the future with more clarity after whatever this cycle is here. Once all of this gets wrapped up and comes to an end, and you have some time to reflect and think, like again, I said, to catch your breath. You really are one of these people, from this card, I'm getting a very strong, independent person. Older, for sure, like there's some wisdom here. So I would say probably, 40s, 50s. For sure. You probably look younger though than your age. You're still very hip, you're still very modern, very classy look to you. Um, and just very clear-headed. It can be very analytical. The Queen of Swords can be somebody that, can come across as not overly emotional, tries to keep emotions out of it, and kind of more, logic interspersed. So people might think of you as someone who's quite serious, who's maybe well studied, who's well spoken. Just a mature woman is what I'm getting. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can be a divorced individual as well. Yeah, so I was getting that feeling that you were looking for love. It's interesting though that that card was flipped over, and I interpret that as something that you're not willing to admit right now. It's something that you desire, but it's difficult for you to admit that you desire it, for whatever reason. But it's something that is absolutely on your mind. You're not just looking for any kind of love, though. You're looking for a deep, intimate connection with somebody, on an emotional level. This is somebody that, you could be best friends with before you even became lovers, sort of thing. This is somebody where it be simpatico, like the two of you could be very different, um, whether that be through religion or race or financial or social status, that sort of thing. But there is this idea that the two of you are quite different, but you come together quite nicely, and you kind of have the same rhythms, potentially the same spiritual ideals as well. There's just a really good mix of energy here between the two of you. Mhm. So, Two of Wands here. Some of you might be itching to travel. Some of you might be wanting to expand on your life in that way. You might be starting to make plans with this. Again, I'm actually not going to take those because they didn't come out separately. There's a lot of looking forward, not looking back. Yeah, I feel like it's releasing a lot. Um, I just heard from the past year. But again, this is whatever timeline that you're on, but this is almost like a release. I feel like this is a way for you to purge and kind of start a new life and get away um, from an old one, is what I'm getting. It's like like a weight has been lifted off of you, is what you're desiring, what you're traveling towards. So even if it isn't literally travel, it's a spiritual journey, it's an emotional journey um, towards release and just letting go of that pressure, that confusion, having to appear so strong on the outside, but really not feeling that congruence on the inside as well, potentially. What's the yeah, there we go. Yeah. So my question was, as I thought at first, and then I started saying it, was what's stopping you from saying this out loud, this desire to have this connection? And that's when the Lover's card came out with the Five of Cups. And I really do feel like the Five of Cups is past energy. It speaks of loss. When it comes to soulmate relationships, that sort of thing, where maybe you felt intensely about someone or something and it didn't end well. Okay. And so I think there's an element of not wanting to address that again or to publicly reveal something like that and then have it kind of backfire and to have the significant loss that you get with the Five of Cups. Okay. I think some of you feel too that there's no love left to give. Like you've just had it. Like you've been through it. You've done this more than once here. It's gone wrong more than once here. I would say one, two, three. You've had three previous relationships in your life and one significant one that has ended recently, because you can see this cup is just being spilled and kind of going into that pit. But what's important to know is right behind you, there's another cup that's quite full and lovely. And it matches the energy in these two cups up here. So I think there's some reassurance there that, it doesn't have to be like these other times sort of thing. Not all is lost. But I don't feel like this is so much a reading about telling you how to feel and not feel and that sort of thing. I think this is more an acknowledgement of your feelings and stuff, and just kind of, a message of hope, or a message of it doesn't have to be the same patterns, don't have to repeat. It doesn't have to be the same way that it was. There's always the opportunity for change. It's sometimes we don't see it when it's, coming up on us, right? It's when we least expect it, sort of thing, which is so cliche, but oftentimes that's when it does happen, right? Um, but I can see why, for sure, when you feel like this with somebody, to have it go south is a huge disappointment. But it's interesting, again, the energies in this card are very different. Like these two people are very different as they are up there, but I feel like what you're looking for is different than what you've been involved in the past. It's not this passion and kind of oof, like, fireworks and that sort of stuff, but we'll kind of start off as a slow smolder this time, and this is what's going to make it different from the rest of them. And so again, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes um, from more of a friendship situation and evolves into a stronger connection. So Aries, I'm gonna leave it there for you today. If you've enjoyed the reading, please be sure to hit the like button and press subscribe, so when I do release more videos, you can be made aware straight away. And I will talk to you later. Take care. Bye.